What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Bastion. Last time we did a bunch of side quests involving this pipe. This time, we're moving on with the main story. Oh, we also have more proving grounds. We got one, it looks like, for the musket and the kale hammer. I'm gonna do the kale hammer one first.
The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard. Folks who fouled up will do their time here, smashing things to bits.
Okay, so we're gonna destroy 100 objects. We should do pretty well here. We have some hammer upgrades, although I don't know how useful they're going to be, so let's just go for it.
The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learn to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk. Had to work real fast for the finest prize.
That's interesting, because I felt like I did that pretty fast, but I still only got third prize. Oh, I was 1 second short of second. Oh well. I get something heavy, so I can upgrade the hammer again, although I don't think I have the fragments for it right now. The city of Ceylondia...
Ever wanted to smash things for a while? You know where to go.
Yeah. The loading screen there, if you didn't catch it, said that the city of Ceylondia had stood proud for 100 years, which seems like not a very long time. Like, this city was not around. It was new, I guess. Although the way they talked about it, I guess in-universe maybe it's considered, like 100 years is considered a long time for a city. Let's go to the scrapyard and find out what we do here.
Ever felt a soul would gourd, like picking up broken glass barehanded? At Zolwood Grove, marshals learn to make every shot count.
Destroy all targets in a few shots. Okay. So we have a lot of targets, we're gonna shoot all of them.
The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Had to catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot.
Maybe get over here. Yeah. The most effective way seems to be to try to knock them off. There we go.
Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close. It took a keen eye, not an itchy trigger finger.
Okay, now we got second. We'd have to save 4 shots to get the final prize. You get something coarse, I think that's a musket upgrade. And something foul, which I'm not sure what it is an upgrade for at all.
Marshals did more than just stand around shooting, of course.
Now we have upgrade stuff here, but we still don't have the fragments for it, so we are going to go straight to the next story level to get more. Langston River.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up.
I do like how those bonus levels, they kind of give you advice about how best to use your weapon during them.
Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
Let's grab the fragments that we can. There we go.
Riverbank swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weeping Nellie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port.
If memory
Maybe
serves,
Nellie knows the way to the core.
this level is
Maybe she
mostly
can slip right past all the clamor on the coast.
an auto-scroller
Or maybe
on
not.
this barge.
The security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick.
It's a great word for being annoyed.
They
Pretty
try to
steamed.
cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weeping Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break, 'cause the core's right there.
Could upgrade or update our weapons at that arsenal, but we're not going to do that because we still like these weapons.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings.
Oh, the birds are really annoying.
Peckers, they had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weeping Nellie raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
I've turrets on this helping me out.
She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Traveler things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these.
Like how they drop a single fragment.
Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't
Chuck a
seem to
grenade
care
over
what
there.
they shoot, as long as they hit something.
There we go.
The windbag's getting an even better idea. They aim to smash Weeping Nellie to splinters.
Ah, I tried to grab that.
Proves too much for poor Nellie.
Tried to grab that potion. Maybe shouldn't have.
She's just gotta make one last last stop. With her last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Pecker country.
I don't think I've ever felt emotional about
Pecker's appetite.
a fairy
They
before.
want that core real bad. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the barge back there? 4 times.
They use that to tell you how many times you died to falling deaths. Very rude. We'll just pretend all of those didn't happen.
Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff?
Oh, I
Used to
remember
take
what
an
happens here.
enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far.
This area has what I consider the best music in the game. Oh hey, he befriended me because I helped him.
The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't.
As you hit the switches in this level, the ground behind you collapses and the way forward opens up. These things explode into poison clouds.
And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? There, the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again?
And you can hear the music there.
That's the one.
Oh yeah, we got poisoned there. That's what happens if you step into the poison cloud. Yeah, those giant crows, countering them is by far the most effective way to deal with them. very interesting level design here. I'm trying not to talk too much so you can get a feel for the music. But I really like the level design where you hit the sky bridges to bounce around to where the switches are, or like the bridge falls out behind you and the sky bridge gets you back. It's not terribly, like, it's not like they're puzzles or anything. I just think it's some neat design. You always find the gate first, and then you gotta go looking for the switch. Like that. Again, and the enemies in this area are not too tough.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes. They'll be here before too long.
We find the singer.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow her again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
And there were in that level more hints about where the story is going. I'm not going to say too much about it until the end, but you might have picked up on it. Let's first of all use the core.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
We can get our last building, the shrine.
Behold, the Pantheon.
So we could, if we wanted, we have a second idol we could activate now. Foes shall have vengeance in the throes of defeat. I'm not certain if that maybe makes enemies explode when you kill them. Or maybe maybe they have desperation attacks as their health gets low. But we're not going to use it because no point in making the game harder. Let's talk to everyone. First of all, Zia, the singer. We have a lot to ask her about.
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
I'm going to talk to Rux here. The journal's new.
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away.
We perhaps get some idea that that book is of grave importance.
A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
And a lot more foreshadowing there. Let's see, nothing.
If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon.
And perhaps most importantly, use the forge. We got something heavy. Let's get the last hammer upgrade. We can do a 50% damage increase, which that seems pretty good. Stacks with Sledge Head. I'm curious as to whether that's additive or multiplicative. Or double damage from critical hits. We're doing plus 50% damage.
A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine. That's a strong spine.
Alright, and we can't do the last scrap musket upgrade yet. So, let's use
We track the
Skyway.
final core beyond the city to the wilds.
The wild outskirts. Core detected. Let's go.
The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it.
Hidden stash. And we get some dueling pistols.
Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two.
These are pretty cool as weapons, but
Kid's faster in a slinger with those guns.
they're really, if memory serves, not that good. You can press and hold right click, and it does this. But if you just mash right click, it will shoot as fast as you click.
Savage things lurking at every turn. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting.
Yeah, those things are
Wreckers
pretty
got
nasty.
the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon.
These are much harder without the scrap musket, as I'm sure you can tell.
They shouldn't have let their guard down.
Now it seems deceptively easy for a core.
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survive the Calamity. Same goes for the kid. Best take it real slow when pincushions are afoot. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things.
It's not so bad compared to getting shot by them. Oh, whoop. I don't think it's going to pick it up on the video, but I definitely just activated sticky keys by mashing shift. I was trying to see if I could chain counter, which it doesn't look like I can, and also has the unintended effect of sticky keysing me.
A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them.
Arsenal.
Slinger Jawson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
We're getting the scrap musket, and we're going to
Kid
start
sticks
throwing
to his old
grenades
standbys.
at the pincushion. The ones that shoot in 8 directions are not as bad as... I think something greases the pistol upgrade. Those are not as bad as the ones that,
Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion.
that track you. The ones that track you can do a ton of damage.
Pow gives a wallflower a taste of its own medicine. Kid's roused up half the wilds by now.
Give it a grenade. Solves a lot of problems.
Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals.
These are invulnerable from the front. You have to get behind them and hit them.
The Calamity must have scrambled their eggs. Sees a smooth black stone coughed up by the Calamity. He's seeing plenty more. Wild green vine apples, about the only good thing out here. Hardly any signs of the old Jocelyn camp.
I think maybe those were meant to heal us and I just shot them. Based on what Rux said. Whoops.
The Wilds already reclaimed this place.
Get something foul there.
He's anxious to get back.
There we go.
After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right?
And
Well, no. It ain't. Not by a long shot.
there's a signal of bad stuff happening.
Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The Calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
Yeah, that's bad things are happening now. Piece of the fractured monument.
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped, started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
So yeah, we had this ready to go, and then, you know, the power that was keeping this thing on, Zolf decided, let's smash it up. It's not a good thing. And means we have more work to do. Which, I mean, is... I would have been upset if the game ended right when you get all your buildings. I'm kind of glad that isn't the case. Let's check in the forge. And we still don't have enough fragments for this stuff. So let's stop checking in the forge. And you notice there's still, like, upgrade stuff that we don't have the weapons for. So, of course, the game can't be over that fast. We're about halfway through at this point. We can get another 500 fragments here from doing at least... I actually thought we turned this one in already. The Masons, for doing at least 70 damage in one hit. But maybe not.
The Masons. We built the city strong. Now there's only 2 of us.
No, I heard that... Oh, you know what? I bet that happened before we stopped playing last time. And, like, we didn't go anywhere else afterwards. Because if you... When you reset the area, when you reload the game, it resets the area and undoes everything you did. Autosaves only happen when you load a new area. So I bet it didn't save that. But hey, that's good, I guess, because now we can upgrade this stuff. So reduced penalty to long-range damage, that's not bad. Or a faster reload. I want to shoot things for high damage, so we're going to get the tactical stuff.
To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
And let's do one more level.
The city brought the shards to the Wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Actually, We'll do the pistol proving ground. We don't have any upgrades for it, but we'll see. We'll see how we do.
You have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine. They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop.
Oh. I miss seeing that target come up. There we go. It gives us
Those
score for each
pistols
one.
could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire could be its own challenge.
I think maybe if you shoot while it says hold fire, you lose points. But I don't have enough rounds for this thing. I think maybe you can get extended clips, but I don't have enough rounds.
The slingers were much quicker than the average pistolier.
Ah, okay. I only got third prize. It's probably because I missed the first one. Well, that, and I still would have been a little short because there was a maximum of 100 points for each one. But I got one upgrade thing for the pistol, so we'll take that.
Well, even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the calamity.
Alright, that is where we will stop for the day. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Let's Play Bastion. It is again raining in the Bastion, and that's quite appropriate since all our hard work got undone by Zolf. What a dick. And we will continue next time. We'll start tracking down the shards to repair the monument. Until then, praise the sun.